So, I like to talk about everything, everywhere, all at once. Specifically, this scene. Now, this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie for so many different reasons. It brings everything full circle in this movie. It represents character growth for our main protagonist and an appreciation for the things that she has that she didn't realize. So, in this scene, the way it works is Evelyn has been jumping back and forth through different dimensions, different versions of herself. And she finds herself in a rich, famous version of herself. She's got all the money, all the accolades, all of the awards, right? She's living the life, living the dream. And in this version of herself, she never married Waymond. She never married her husband. Now, she runs into Waymond, and Waymond has done better for himself as well. He's wealthy now. So they go and they talk in an alley, and they have a conversation, and they reminisce. And Waymond asks her, have you ever thought about what it would have been like if we'd stayed together? What our lives would be like? And being that she has literally lived that life, she goes up to him and she tells him, our lives would be struggling over a failed laundromat, arguing every day over laundry and taxes. Does that sound appealing to you? I don't think it sounds appealing to anybody, actually. So, and the way that this scene works its way around is later in the movie when Evelyn is fighting against her enemies, let's say, her husband Waymond jumps in between them and tells them all that they don't know what's going on, but we need to be kind to each other. Let's just be kind. And Evelyn is just like, no, we're way past that. Be kind. There's no time for that anymore. Now, Waymond is trying to explain to her, like, he's saying, don't say that. You know, we have to be kind, especially when we don't understand what's going on. And he takes her hand. And as he takes her hand, all of the memories that they've shared together flood into Evelyn's mind. She remembers everything they've done, everything specifically that Waymond has done. And her mind jumps back to a moment that she has spent with the rich and wealthy Waymond, who she didn't marry. And he tells her that, I know that you think that I'm weak. Your father has always said that I'm too kind for my own good. And he's kind of right? And he says that, I know that you see my kindness as being naive, and you see that yourself as a fighter. Well, this is the way that I fight. This is how I battle. This is strategic. I fight with kindness. And then he tells her that even though you've broken my heart yet again, I want you to know that in another life, I would have really liked just doing laundry and taxes with you. And he walks away. And the beauty in that scene is that he's right. He's not lying. And she knows that he's not lying because she is living with that version of him. She is living with the version of him that just does like doing laundry and taxes, because all of the memories that flow into her mind are of him smiling, or of him joking, or of him trying to make her day better. And she realizes that, wow, as much as I look down on this man, or I see him as being weak and naive, he gets up every morning and he does his best to make me happy. And she has the proof of it all flowing through her mind. That this man is just the man that he said he would be. And in that comes an appreciation for who this man is and his ability to fight with kindness. Because later on, instead of just beating the hell out of her enemies like she's been doing with her fists, she decides to fight the way that Waymond fights. And she starts giving her enemies all of the things that they've ever wanted. Instead of punching them in the face, she starts, sending them to places in their minds where they really want to be. And then they don't fight anymore. And that's the beauty of that moment. It's just so perfectly done to where Evelyn is able to appreciate the man that she has in her life. Not just for herself, but for the way that he sees the world. It's just a wonderful, wonderful scene. Immaculately done. This movie is, of course, it's won Oscars, so obviously it did something right. But, just another marvelous scene from this movie amongst many.